So let's go through the order that we would solve this. So what you end up having to do is you end up having to solve it anyways. So what would we do first? So I would divide both sides by 3 to get rid of that 3 in the front. So let's go ahead and use this one. Divide both sides by 3 would be the first thing. And that would give us x plus 6 squared equals 25. Then what's the next step? So the next step would be to square root both sides, right? So we're going to square root both sides. Puts that plus or minus, leaving us with x plus 6 equals plus or minus 5. So square root both sides would be right here. That would be number 2. I should be numbering these. This is number 1. Number 2 was square root both sides. Probably should get the colors coordinated with those as well, right? And then next, we'll go ahead and subtract the 6. So x equals negative 6 plus or minus 5. So let's see if we can find subtracting 6 here. Subtract 6 from both sides is right there. And then from there, we're just going to go ahead, take the root of both sides. Oh, I said square both sides. Take the square root of both sides. I got that mixed up, guys, for number 2. I am so sorry. This one would be number 2. Got to be careful with that, right? I didn't square both sides. I square rooted both sides. Be careful with that. We added 6. We didn't add 6. We subtracted 6. Divide both sides by 3. Divide both sides by 1/3. Square both sides, take the square root. So from there, we just simplify that, but that doesn't seem to be an option on here. So we're going to end it with that. 1, 2, 3. There you go. Same thing through those steps. Let's go through this one. This will be the last example. So what would I do first here? I would subtract 4. Giving me 5 times x minus 3 squared equals 125. So subtract 4 is our first step. So where would I see that? Subtract 4 from both sides. Then I'm going to go ahead and divide by 5 on both sides. And that leaves me with x minus 3 squared equals 25. So I divided both sides by 5. Then I'm going to go ahead and square root both sides to get x minus 3 equals plus or minus 5. So I square root, take the square root of both sides. It's number 3. And then last, we'll add 3 to the other side. And x will equal 3 plus or minus 5. And there you go. There's the steps to solving these equations.